Well, during the U.S. election campaign, fake news emerged as a worrying trend on social media, and it surpassed mainstream media as the top source of information for voters. That's the first time ever in history. Well, could that trend be repeated here in Germany? Well, Facebook Germany is rolling out new measures to fight fake news, and here is how they will work. Now, if you see a post on Facebook that you think is fake news, you can click on the upper right-hand corner and you can mark it as fake. Now, if the news is confirmed as fake, it will get flagged. Now, this would cause the post to appear lower down in the user's news feed. Now, the fact-checking will be done by Germany's first nonprofit investigative newsroom, Korrektiv.org. In a statement by the team leader at Korrektiv, David Schraven, he said, "Our democracy must not be abused by lies and liars. We know that this is not an easy task. In addition to fake news, fabricated stories, and propaganda, there are a lot of stories that may have started out true, but have been twisted in a way that they become fake." A lot of truth to that statement. All right, I'm joined now by Christian Humborg. He is the senior counsel at Korrektiv.org, a familiar face here on the day. Christian, it's good to have you back here at the big table. This is new territory, isn't it? I mean, you're the first force against fake news that we have seen in Germany on Facebook.
I would say yes and no.
Okay.
I think it is new territory in the sense that we are the first partner of Facebook trying to fight fake news. But at the same time, I think looking for truth and looking what the facts are is something where journalists are doing all the time. It's specifically something we do as investigative journalists. So I hope it's not complete new territory for us. And that's why we decided to partner up for this test phase.
Where are you so far? You're still in the testing phase right now, aren't you?
I would even go further and say we will start now the testing phase. We will now start to see how this works out. We give ourselves a couple of weeks to see how that works technically on the content side. It's something that, to our belief, no one has really started to experience in Germany, and we have a chance to do this now. And I think it's important that we try to look how we can deal with this new phenomenon rather than just to stand on the side and look what is happening, because we see many things that are happening that are not good.
This puts you in a very important, in a very powerful position, you could say. Why is Korrektiv the newsroom that gets to vet the fake and the non-fake news in Facebook? What do you have that makes you qualified, if you will, to do the job?
I mean, first of all, that would be also something you could ask Facebook, and I also believe that they're looking for more media partners. But I think maybe why we are the first partner is because it's something that we are working on for quite a while. I mean, when we started, we already believed very strongly in how our society, how communication is changing and how we have to react to that we can't do the things as we always used to do them. And I think this is just another example where we try to do things different.
What do you mean we can't do the things? You mean as journalists or as news consumers?
I think both. What we believe is that we now have an editorial society where everybody is a publisher, and we all have to learn what this responsibility as publisher means. And I think that is really a turning point, that through social media and through the possibility everybody has to reach out to an audience, which wasn't the case before. You always had to go through the media institutions to get an audience.
True.
This is really the new thing, and we all have to learn how we deal with that.
You're not making any money with this project right now, are you?
No. In this phase, in these beta phase, as we call it, in these weeks where we test it out, we don't take any money. This is also to secure our independence. And then we have to sit down and look back and analyze. Obviously, this would not be a model if there would be a lot of work to be done. It wouldn't be possible to finance that for a very long time, but I think it's interesting to test it out.
You were telling me earlier that Korrektiv approached Facebook about this and with this idea. Is Facebook moving quickly enough, or is the fear of German legislation, is that what's motivating it now to take this step and to work with you?
I think that's difficult to judge for me, but obviously I believe that rather than having some regulations, some people were even speculating that we need kind of fake news authorities by governments.
Right.
And if I hear that, then I'm glad about everything we try not to have that, because just think about fake news authorities in the hands of not so democratic leaders is something where we have to find an institutional setup within the society, without the government, how we can self-control ourselves and others.
Facebook has been called the world's super editor. Do you have the superpowers that are needed to stop fake news from impacting the German election? Do you feel like this is going to work?
We don't have the superpower, no. But I hope we can play some part in fighting fake news and fighting too many lies out there in the world.
Well, we certainly wish you all the success with this. It's important not just to Germany, but to the entire free world. Christian Homburg, Senior Counsel at corrective.org. As always, Christian, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.